Nintendo controllers are really expensive. Joy-Cons retail at $80 and the Pro Controller is $70, although you can find it no less than $60 on Amazon. How's it going, guys? Welcome to R&D. Today I want to talk about the EEEkit Wireless Pro Gaming Controller. Now, this particular controller is actually being sold by multiple different sellers with different names, but I'm fairly certain that it is the exact same model being sold across different brands. Naturally, I chose the cheapest seller and I purchased this thing for around $26. Now, I love the Switch, but there's pretty much no reason for their Pro Controller to be more expensive than baseline PS4 and Xbox controllers, which are already pretty pricey to begin with. There's nothing inherently wrong with the Joy-Cons that come with the system or the Pro Controller that's native to Nintendo, but I found it pretty difficult to fish out $70 for a single controller, let alone $80. This thing does not feel cheap. It isn't really metallic like some of the new Xbox controllers, but if you've used one before, the layout and the feel are going to be very familiar. It was super easy to pick this thing up and start using it. The button layout is pretty much identical to the Switch Pro Controller, and there are pretty much no compatibility issues. After a few weeks of use, I've had no issues with the button sticking, being unresponsive, or the joystick swearing. The rumble works just as well as any other standard controller, and it genuinely feels like this thing was built for the Switch, which it was. A few minor gripes I had with this controller was first that it had no audio jack. This isn't a seriously valid complaint, as neither the Joy-Cons nor Nintendo's own Pro Controller have this capability, which is seriously disappointing considering the Switch itself doesn't support Bluetooth audio. But it would have been nice to have, as even some cheap knockoff controllers have them these days. The second bigger issue I had with the EEEkit was that the micro USB port has a strangely shaped opening, and I found that it wasn't possible to use my standard Android charger with it. This also wasn't a big deal, as the battery life was excellent on the EEEkit and the charger provided with it worked perfectly. Just something to keep in mind if you planned on using third-party chargers. The pairing isn't as quick as with Nintendo's Joy-Cons, but I never found it going over 7 or 8 seconds, especially with the controller menu open, and once it's paired, it works perfectly. At the end of the day, guys, I seriously recommend this very well-made controller over the options that Nintendo provides, as you are going to save $44 getting this one. Heck, you're gonna save $18 getting 2 of these instead of one Nintendo Pro Controller. Again, as I said, this same model is being sold by multiple companies under different names, so just recognize the design and go for the cheapest option. The EEEkit was the cheapest option at my time of purchase. I hope this video saves you guys a lot of money, and I hope you enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.